yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ti dojú ẹ̀ po. Kábíyèsí ọba Ọ̀jájá ìyẹn Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ọba Adéyẹyè Ògúnwùsì wọ́n ti jáde sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ṣe ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò fún wọn lórí ìkànnì Channels Television lénìí. Bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n tú ó kẹ̀kẹ́ rọ̀. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìgbáradì àwọn pàápàá àwọn àtàwọn lọ́balọ́ba tó kù àtàwọn àgbà òṣèlú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ láti gbógun ti ìwà ìgbésùmọ̀mí ìṣekúpani tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ káàkiri ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Tẹ́ ò bá sì gbàgbé ẹ ó rántí pé ní bí ọjọ́ 2 sí 3 sẹ́yìn àwọn gómìnà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá mẹ́fẹ̀ẹ̀fà wọ́n pàdé wọ́n ṣe ìpàdé, ṣùgbọ́n ní àná òde òní ni àwọn ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àtàwọn gómìnà náà wọ́n tún ti ṣe ìpàdé míì. Ara ohun tí wọ́n sọ ń bí ìpàdé yẹn mo fẹ́ kẹ́ wá lọ gbọ́ lẹ́nu kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni àti ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n tún gbé láti rí dájú pé ètò ààbò ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ó yanrantí. Kó tó di pé màá fún yín lórí ọ̀fẹ́ láti wá lọ gbọ́ ohun tí kábíyèsí sọ. Àwọn gómìnà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n ṣe gudugudu méje àti yẹ̀yà mẹ́fà kan. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú fídíò kan tó tẹ̀lé fídíò ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò láàrin Ọọ̀ni àti àwọn Channels TV yìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ gbà yín lákòókò, ẹ wá lọ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu kábíyèsí ọba Ọ̀jájá Ògúnwùsì.
Enito Ogunwusi, the Ooni of Ife, who is live for us on the program tonight. Thank you so much, Your Excellency and Your Royal Majesty, for joining us tonight.
Hello?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I saw that a lot of your colleagues in the traditional system joined governors in the southern region of the country. You met in Iperu, and we will imagine that the exigency of time has called for that kind of meeting. What did you discover? Because there are talks about the imminent danger that our nation has been drawn in. Now, it brings the importance of the traditional stools and the traditional rulership in this country. How urgent must we now take some of these decisive action that you agreed on in Iperu?
Yes. Thank you very much. What we've realized, and the truth is, Nigeria is bigger than all of us. And we are the people that are involved in the country, Nigeria, and we need to protect everything that has to do with the country. We traditional rulers, the traditional institution, we're the closest to our people. We know the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's very important now. We need to actually close the rank with our political leaders. It is very obvious they cannot do it alone. We need to work with them. It's about time for all of us to realize that we can't in any way sink our nation because of politics. It has been the rhetorics of politicians. Why are we in this situation? It's because of politics. Nigeria was at some point very safe. You can go to the north, you can go to the south. We never had problems of banditry. So beyond politics now, we that are close to our people, we need to come together. So there is a stronger alliance within the South that we will continue to support our political leaders and let them know the need for us to work together to actually separate the corn from the chaff. We know the good, we know the bad, we know the ugly.
Kabiyesi, I'd like to know, was there any discovery or realization that the insecurity that we are seeing in Nigeria is politically motivated at that meeting?
Absolutely, it is. And that's what we're trying to guide against. And that's the reason why the southern monarchs have come together to join our southern traditional rulers. It is, because there's strong diversity in the southern Nigeria, because we can actually pick over 200 dialects and languages. But we have put that aside. We put that aside us. We put that behind us. We put down our culture behind us and beside that it is very important for us to unite. It's never happened before. So for us now, we want to save Nigeria and declare a vote of confidence with the government of today. Because if you say the government of today is not performing well, you will keep changing, You are destroying the country at the end of the day. We realize that enough of trying to say, oh, this government is bad, that government is bad. The government that is there, let us all come together, join hands with that government. And that's why what is critical within our meeting is the vote of confidence to the present administration as far as the South is concerned.
Your Imperial Majesty, if I may jump in quickly, there are those who say intelligence is showing that there is a gradual movement of some of these terrorists into the southern region of the country. Is that what you have discovered? Are you worried as a leader?
Yes, we have discovered that. And that's the truth. And that's the reason why we are coming together. We are enforcing and strengthening our local guards. We are very strong. We traditional institution, we're very strong when it comes to that. And this current government has already worked and declared that they will work with the local hunters. We have forest guards now. They're very efficient. We don't joke with them. We're going back to our ancestral route. Whatever we can use to protect ourselves, we have already come together that this is the way forward.
Are you going to, for a moment, think about getting, and they were very, very instrumental into the security in some part of Southwest, the OPC, Odua People's Congress, and so there are other hunters associations here and there, and I know that the Yoruba culture is such that you have a Balogun who leads the hunters in case there is any incursion. But a lot of Yoruba land, a lot of communities in Yoruba land in the Southwest region have now been badly decimated by some of these bandits. And what are you learning, Your Imperial Majesty, about this? What are the intelligence coming to you? What are the Yoruba people who you govern? What do they need to know? Is there an imminent danger on the race or your people?
Absolutely, for both the race and our people, because we are very accommodating. If you see the southwestern region of our country, we're the most accommodating. You see the blend of all ethnics in Nigeria within the southwest region. So for us, we are facing it headlong. We have intelligence information. They are coming closer to us, and we're going to send them back. It has happened in the past history, in the 18th century, in the 17th century. We have actually done that. We've never been conquered, and it's not going to happen again. So that's the reason why we are aligning with the political class, which is our governors, that we are behind you. Leave us to our people. We are close to them. We will work together to guide them. We understand our forests very well through our people, and we will continue to just back us up. And so far so good, we've all aligned for that. And that's what we're doing. It's not negotiable, and we're not going back.
Us on the program quickly. His Imperial Majesty, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Enito Ogunwusi, has been speaking with us. Finally, Kabiyesi, what should Nigerians be expecting? Because it does look like this government is getting a lot of support from southern leaders, governors, and people like yourself and traditional rulers. If you say that this is politically motivated, is it that they don't want Tinubu to come back and that's the reason why they are killing people? Or what exactly? And on the final note, what exactly should Nigerians be looking forward to?
Well, God has brought our leader, the current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, by providence to lead us. But we, traditional rulers, are not talking of politics. We're talking of to save our people and save our race. That is way beyond politics. So for us, we have concluded the entire South to pass a vote of confidence on our current President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We need to support him to save Nigeria. It's very important. You condemn this leader, you condemn that leader. So which one are you now going to use eventually? All these politicians, they were all there from day one. What have they done? What have they done? Nigeria is bigger than them. It is not their personal entitlement. It is not their heritage. It is the heritage of the people living there. Why should they be bringing politics into security matters? Is enough of this. So we, traditional institution, we have actually come together to rise to the occasion.
All right.
First of all, protect the South. Amotekun is there for us in Southwest. We have a whole lot like that in South and Southeast. We must work together,
all right,
because for now is the safest, and we're working with the government. So going forward, we will do peer review with our northern counterparts and then take it from there.
All right. Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi, the Ojaja the second, is Imperial Majesty Ooni of Ife. It's a pleasure having you on the program. Thank you so much indeed, Kabiyesi.
Thank you.
Listen, something really big just happened in Nigeria that everyone needs to know about. And I'm telling you, this is going to change how we talk about security in this country. So before we dive deep into the story, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to this channel, because you need to stay updated on what's really happening in Nigeria. Trust me, you don't want to miss what I'm about to tell you. Just hours ago, President Bola Tinubu sat down with every single governor from the southern states of Nigeria. We're talking about governors from Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ondo, Ekiti, Edo, Delta, Rivers, Bayelsa, Cross River, Akwa Ibom. All of them gathered together in one place. The meeting happened at the Ogun State Governor's house in Ile-Ife. And what they discussed is making waves across the entire nation right now. Now, you might be asking yourself, what could make all these governors leave their states at the same time to have this emergency meeting? Well, let me paint the picture for you. In the past few weeks alone, Nigeria has been experiencing some of the most troubling security situations we've seen in a long time. We're talking about students being taken from their schools in broad daylight. Just recently, students were kidnapped from a girls' school in Niger State, and another group of students was taken from a Catholic school in Agwara. Can you imagine sending your child to school in the morning and not knowing if they'll come back home safely in the evening? That's the reality many Nigerian parents are facing right now. But it doesn't stop there. Even people who went to church to worship were not safe. Worshippers were abducted from Christ Apostolic Church in Kwara State while they were praying. Churches, schools, markets, even farms have become dangerous places. Farmers can't go to their farmlands anymore without fear. Women are scared to go to the market. This is why these governors knew they had to do something different, something bold, something that would actually work. Now here comes the interesting part that you really need to pay attention to. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because this channel brings you the real gist without hiding anything. The southern governors came together and said enough is enough. They announced something called the Southwest Regional Security Fund. Think of it like this. All the southern states are now putting their money together into one big pot, specifically for security. This money will be used for emergency rescue operations, training security personnel, conducting investigations, and responding quickly when there's a threat. No more waiting for approval from Abuja. No more delays. When something happens, they can act immediately. But wait, there's more. And this is where it gets really exciting. These governors agreed to create a digital intelligence sharing platform. Let me break this down for you in simple terms. Right now, when criminals commit a crime in Lagos and run to Ogun State, sometimes the security agencies don't communicate fast enough. The criminal escapes because there's no quick way to share information across state lines. But with this new digital platform, the moment something suspicious happens in one state, every other southern state will know about it instantly. It's like having a group chat, but for security. When someone spots bandits moving through the forest in Ondo State, security teams in neighboring states will receive the alert immediately on their phones or computers. This is technology meeting security. And honestly, this is the kind of innovation Nigeria needs. Governor Dapo Abiodun, who hosted this meeting, said something very powerful that got everyone talking. He said the call for state police is now non-negotiable. Let me say that again because it's important. Non-negotiable. That means they are not asking anymore. They are demanding it. The governors believe that security has to come closer to the people. Right now, all police in Nigeria answer to the federal government in Abuja. But these governors are saying that's not working. They want each state to have its own police force that understands the local language, knows the community, recognizes strangers, and can respond faster to problems. Think about it like this. If something happens in your neighborhood, wouldn't you rather have security people who actually live in your area and know everyone, instead of officers who were transferred from another state and don't understand how your community works? The governors also talked about taking back the forest from criminals. In many states, bandits and kidnappers have turned forests into their hiding places. They live there, plan their attacks there, and keep their victims there. The governors said they are going to intensify operations to clear out these forests and make sure criminals have nowhere to hide. They also want to properly document every foreign national living in Nigeria, shut down illegal camps where criminals gather, and stop illegal mining operations that give money to these bad people. Now, if you are enjoying this breakdown and you want more content like this, please like this video and share it with your family and friends. Let everyone know what's really happening, because mainstream media might not give you all these details. President Tinubu's response to all of this has been very supportive, and this is important to mention. The governors actually praised him for not just sitting in Aso Rock and giving orders. When those students and church members were kidnapped, the president personally coordinated the rescue efforts. He was calling the security chiefs, meeting with the police boss, meeting with the state security service director, making sure everyone was working together. And you know what? It worked. Those worshippers from Kwara State were rescued. Over 50 students from Niger State came back home safely. This shows that when our leaders actually pay attention and coordinate properly, results can happen.
President wa pé kò wà capable. President wa ti sọ. Kò dẹ̀ deny woman kan sọ ní Arise TV. Ó lóun lọ bá pé kí ló fẹ́ ṣe lórí security náà tó ní tóun bá dá sí ọ̀nà máa pa òun. President mọ ewu tó wà ńbẹ̀ wípé tóun bá ní kóun step on toes àwọn alágbára tó ń cause insecurity, it may cost him a lot. Because ọ̀rọ̀ insecurity Nigeria ó kọjá ọ̀rọ̀ terrorist ó wà more economical. Unconfirmed reports sọ pé even our former head of state, unconfirmed reports, àwọn retired generals, unconfirmed report pé àwọn náà hate àwọn people wọ̀nyí láti pay now sí gbogbo ibi tí gold, diamond, solid minerals wá wà. Ìlú tó bá ti ní wọn kógun jà wọn lé àwọn aráàlú yẹn kò níbi tí kìíní yẹn wà torí gbogbo ibi táwọn substance wà tí gbogbo solid mineral wà map yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ẹ̀rí gbogbo ibi tí solid mineral wà ó ní security threat wà.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, ṣé ẹ̀yin àwọn pé bóyá tí àwọn olóyè ńláńlá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àti àwọn ọba aládé tí wọ́n bá parapọ̀ tí wọ́n pe àwọn òrìṣà bíi Ṣàngó Olúkòso, Ọya àti àwọn òrìṣà ńláńlá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ṣé àwọn òrìṣà yìí ṣé wọ́n lè gbèjà wa ní dípò kí a lọ pe àwọn ará US láti wá fight fún wa sà?
Wẹ́ tó bá ní ká pe òrìṣà káwọn ọba pe òrìṣà àwọn náà ti máa pè lábẹ́lẹ̀ o. Èyí tó rí ló pọ̀ jù. Àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ kí ààbò wọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní ò lè sọ síta o. Torí mo mọ̀ pé tó bá dágbá ó wọ́n ní lọ fèsì àwọn gómìnà mọ́ o. Ìgbà yẹn náà mọ̀ pé ààrẹ ló lórí ogun o. Nígbà tó ń pín owó ní State House nísìnyí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ààrẹ ni lórí ogun o. Ìgbà tó ń wọ agbádá lọ fílà tó ń gba national award wọ́n mọ̀ pé ààrẹ ló lórí ogun o. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dá páó ààrẹ náà máa kọ́ pé ààrẹ kí ló máa ṣe o. Mo ń ṣe ìwọ̀nba tó yẹ kí n lè ṣe. Mo dẹ̀ pé àwọn ọba kan náà ń ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n bí kan làdúrà tó máa gbà. Bíbélì sọ pé Ọlọ́run sọ pé èrò ẹ kọ́ ni èrò mi, ọ̀nà tí wọ́n fẹ́ gbà kọ́ ni ọ̀nà mi. Ta ló mọ̀ bóyá ibi tí gbígbàdúrà tá à ń gbà lábẹ́lẹ̀ lọ́lọ́run fi gbé Amẹ́ríkà dìde pé kán wá gbèjà wa. Gbogbo ìgbà kọ́lẹ̀ yẹn máa ń gbèjà rẹ̀ o. Ọlọ́run máa ń rán olùgbèjà wá láti ọ̀nà tó jì kó wá gbèjà wa. Kí ló wà ní ọ̀rọ̀ yìí? Ṣé bá wa lọ ń gbèjà Sierra Leone nígbà tí wọ́n ní wàhálà nítorí pé alágbára jù wọ́n lọ? Ṣé bá wa lọ gbèjà Liberia ṣe bá náà lọ ṣe peacekeeping ní Somalia kí ló lè nú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣe bá àwọn American soldiers máa wá ń train àwọn soldiers wa amóye ìgbà tán wá train àwọn soldiers wa ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ṣe rí bá America ṣe operate kò lè gbà wọ́n ju 3-4 days lọ wọn ò dẹ̀ ní ṣe on floor attack air strike ni o the base of these criminals wọ́n kàn bá wa ṣẹ́ẹ̀lì bíi 15 ọ̀nà àlà ṣùgbọ́n ká máa wá yí nǹkan ẹ̀yìn ò sọ pé àwọn undermine president wa pé kò wà capable president wa ti sọ kò dẹ̀ deny woman kan sọ ní Arise TV ó lóun lọ bá pé kí ló fẹ́ ṣe lórí security náà tó ní tóun bá dá sí ọ náà máa pa òun the woman says it she's from the north kò dẹ̀ sí reporter kan from the presidency pé irọ́ ni woman yẹn pa láti bí ọdún kan sẹ́yìn president mọ ewu tó wà ń bẹ̀ wípé tóun bá ní kóun step on toes àwọn alágbára tó ń cause insecurity it may cost him a lot because ọ̀rọ̀ insecurity Nigeria ó kọjá ọ̀rọ̀ terrorist ó wà mọ́ economical ẹ̀rí pé mo reflect pé gbogbo national forest wa òun ni solid minerals wà ń bẹ̀ unconfirmed report sọ pé even our former head of state unconfirmed report àwọn retired generals unconfirmed report pé àwọn náà hate àwọn people wọ̀nyí láti pay now sí gbogbo ibi tí gold diamond solid minerals wá wà ìlú tó bá ti ní wọn kógun jà wọn lé àwọn aráàlú yẹn kò níbi tí kìíní yẹn wà torí gbogbo ibi tí àwọn substance yìí wà tí gbogbo solid mineral wà máàpù yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ wọn ẹ̀rí gbogbo ibi tí solid mineral wà òun ni security threat wà Zamfara gold and the gold in Zamfara ó ṣàn láti Zamfara títí dé Kaduna ni north tẹ̀rí yẹn rò pé wọ́n ní mineral solid mineral tí north ní ní 20% ẹ̀ ní south.
The biggest AI software sale of the year is officially live. For a limited time, you can get up.
Mustafa sọ only there was one solid mineral called California. Only a gram of that California is about $27 million. Which a gram of gold will take to 20% gram of that California. It's in Borno State. That's the beginning of Boko Haram. They were mining that California to cause security threats. Resources tó yẹ kán fi tú ìlú yìí ṣe ẹ̀dẹ̀ bamboos àwọn Niger Delta ẹ̀ ń kó JTF sí wọn lọ́rọ̀ pé wọn ò gbúdọ̀ ṣe bunkering mi ò support bunkering o. Why are you protecting oil without protecting solid mineral? There was a time that El-Rufai sọ wípé the solid mineral in Kaduna, South Africa, that the project that has the largest solid mineral in Africa did not have 20% of the solid mineral in Kaduna State only. The major income revenue of South Africa now is solid mineral. And what is the budget of South Africa this year? The budget of South Africa is $140 billion. And the budget of Nigeria is $34 billion. Where are they making that money in South Africa? The major money they are making it in solid mineral. Because they coordinate it very well. They do not allow mafia to tip it. They do not allow mafia to take it away. Sell it privately. The money is going to national treasury. But in Nigeria, the money is becoming wasteful to individual. And the individual create artificial insecurity. And the president cannot confront them. If the president cannot confront them, we need an external help. We should not be talking about religion. God did not know the difference between Christian and Muslim and traditionalist. What is happening? What happened in Babala? Majority of the people that was killed in Babala were Muslim. But the major thing is that we need international assistance, even beyond America. Because I don't know any country that can accept our refugee. if there is a crisis or war in this country. 250 million people. We should not politicize this issue. Anybody who comes from Middle Belt, we not say Trump should not come out, we should not come and assist them. They don't know what will happen tomorrow in Middle Belt, especially Benue State. They don't know what will happen in Plateau tomorrow because of threats of life and property. Most of the churches have been burnt. Even these terrorists went to mosques to kill people in Katsina. Something drastically must be done on these issues. You don't need to pretend. This is a country that they don't want truth. They prefer to be dying slowly because of political issues. It's where you have your life that you can play politics, when politics arise. And this thing, when it happens, it will land on my table, they will be blaming me. That was the reason I come up for press. I will organize this press conference. Don't share your blame to me. We are ready to play our role. If you don't allow us to play our role, there's nothing we can do. I can't come to your house, if there's a security threat in your house, and open your gate that I want to secure you. If you don't open the gate for me, a governor of a state is in charge of the gate of any state. Any individual cannot intrude to the security and protection of that state. That person will run into trouble. It's only a stark illiterate, political illiterate, that will ask Are to go and invade any community without the permission of the Oba, without the permission of the local government, without the permission of the area commander, and the governor of the state. Don't put unnecessary blame on us. Call the government, the governors, or the federal government who are ready to partner with them.
So, following recent mass abductions in northern Nigeria, security concerns are continuing to rise, especially in the barren scrublands of the northwest, where the villages are hardly big enough to appear on the map. It is there that the most dangerous bandits and terrorists have made their home, and from where they carry out many of their audacious attacks. Like so many criminal groups across the world, they move under cover of darkness and disappear into the dangerous and inhospitable terrain. And this time they vanished along with hundreds of the lost children of St. Mary's Catholic School in Perepere, Niger State. The missing include 12 members of staff and dozens of nursery and primary school children. So many conflicting reports about what happened that night, even as news emerged that some of the kidnapped children had bravely escaped from the clutches of their captors. A search and rescue operation is ongoing for the remaining students and teachers. One imagines the hell they've been forced to stare into. But it wasn't just Niger State. Abductions have taken place across the north in just the past week, and schools in a number of northern states have been ordered to close. Meanwhile, after a week in captivity, 38 people abducted during a church service in Eruku in Kwara State were freed on Sunday. And in response to the escalating security crisis, President Tinubu has approved the recruitment of 30,000 additional police officers and ordered the redeployment of officers currently protecting VIPs to frontline duties. But against the unrelenting forces of terror that have shattered many communities, how much is this move likely to bolster Nigeria's defenses? How much hope can we embody in it?
I have a question for you. Which one is the real me? Is it me or is it me? All right, yeah, I'm the real Anthony.
Well, let's get the perspective of the government. And for this, I'm joined in the studio by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you very much and good evening.
Good evening to you. First of all, what can you tell us about how the 38 worshippers at that church in Eruku, Kwara State were rescued?
Well, I think after the incident happened and the DSS and the military were involved in the rescue efforts. I think they got in contact with the bandits to release those people unarmed. And I think finally on Sunday, they were able to get them out unarmed.
So they basically know who they are.
Well,
and, because when you say rescue them,
yeah,
did they actually
the security
physically
people,
go there and get them out?
The security people, at the risk of revealing how they do their work, they do have a way of tracking these people.
Right.
So they know what's going on at any point in time. What sometimes restrains them from going after them is the risk of collateral damage.
Of course.
They go about abducting our people and they use them as shield so that they will not be attacked. So they don't just want to be attacking them. They need to be sure that they are not using our people as a kind of a shield.
But if the government did not attack them in order to rescue these people, how did they get them released? Because, I mean, it seems almost...
They got in contact with them?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it seems almost perverse for the people to abduct people and then a few days later release them.
They have a way of contacting them.
You mean they pay them money?
Not paying them. They know the risk. If they keep those people with them and they're saying release them, they know that the next thing will be for the government to embark on a kinetic action and attack their base.
Yeah, but they killed people.
But that's risky. But that's risky.
That makes
if
them
you attack their base, you can kill those.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, what people are curious to know, because it is not the government who are directly under threat, it's the people. And the people have to know how you go about doing these things in order to shore up their own defense.
I think that's left for the security people to discover. What I know is that they contacted them to release those they have abducted.
And they just acquiesced, did they?
Because they know the consequence of not acquiescing to a government demand, that they should release, let those people go, so that, because they know that the consequence is that the government will come and pummel them.
But does that mean that some kind of a deal was done then to say, because I mean those people killed people, so technically they are, I mean, they should be arrested, tried and prosecuted and face the full wrath of the law.
The first thing that government has to do is to get those people freed.
Right.
And government has achieved its objective. As for the next level of action, it's left for the security people to take. I don't want to second guess them. They know what they have to do. They've taken the precaution to make sure that at least they retrieve those people from there. That's the first thing. So the next line of action is left for that. I don't want to be talking about.
And that is all the people who were abducted?
All of them.
Right, all 38 of them. Right. Okay, let's move on from there. What do you know for certain about what happened at that Catholic boarding school in Niger State on Friday? And is there now certainty about the number of people who were kidnapped and the number who have escaped?
Well, the 51 people or students who the Catholic bishop, the Khan chairman in Niger said had been, I use the word recovered. They were not captured by anybody. I learned when the bandits came in the night, the students were running helter-skelter, and some of them just nearly ran back to their homes and to go to their parents. So when they first gave the figure of 200, they nearly said 215. Later they said 315, and then later they now say, oh, they've seen 51. They said 50, but the figure we go is that they have 51 of them had been united with their parents, and so on. As for the movement, up to now, the authorities, they are in the dark as to how many people are really missing. The Niger State government or governor asked for the list of students that are missing. Up to now, I don't know what kind of game that the Khan bishop or the Khan chairman in Niger is playing. They are not collaborating with the government. I don't know why they are doing that.
Well, that's inexcusable, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why they are doing that. And even the security men, they don't know why they are doing that. Why they are not releasing the names. They want to know how many people are really missing. But as of now, nobody really knows, because the Khan bishop, I will keep calling bishop, he was a bishop, but the Khan chairman in Niger actually told the principal of that school not to talk to the security people. So that is what is happening in Niger. In fact, today, if you read the paper, the governor was saying that nobody is sure what's really happened in that place. And that as of now, it's all speculation that students are missing. Because I said they are not releasing the figure. They are not releasing the names of the people, that the students that are missing.
Well, I think that might be taking it a stretch too far to suggest that there aren't any children missing. I mean, you said it's speculation.
No. What I'm saying, I didn't say, I said the governor, I was quoting the governor saying that because the school, I said, is not collaborating, it's not helping the government. You said students are missing, let's have their names. You have the register. Let us have their names. Let's know what we are looking for. But as of now, I said there's the current chairman of Niger is not helping government. It's not helping the security.
Could that be because the government came out firing at them at the outset? Because, I mean, the government said they had told them to close the school, and they failed to do that.
Most kidnappings that happen in our country, the DSS normally gets intelligence, and they warn that XYZ could happen. You know, that's what happened in the case of Maga in Kebbi. They had intelligence that these people could hit the school. And in fairness to the governor of the state, he called a security meeting. And it was agreed that soldiers should deploy to that state, to the school. They went there, but mysteriously, as the governor also found out, at 4 a.m. on Monday, they left the school. And just some minutes after, the bandits stormed the school and took away the children. So the governor, as I said, I'm quoting the governor, he suspected some sabotage. That who was the person who asked the soldiers to leave the school?
But the president must have been briefed on that.
Yeah, of course, the president was briefed. And I can assure you that even the military authorities are probing what really went wrong.
And there will be consequences.
They've already arrested all of them.
Right.
They've arrested all of them. They need to explain why did they leave the school
Indeed.
at that moment in time.
And reporters who are there in Niger State, adding to the point that you're making, say they've spoken to the parents of many of the children who've been abducted, and none of them have confirmed being reunited with their children, the ones who've supposedly escaped. So there seems to be a lot of confusion and uncertainty still.
You see, the school and the Khan of Niger, they need to come clean about some of these things. The government wants to help, but you are trying to keep information away from government. What for?
Yeah, but
what is the agenda of Khan?
In those circumstances, the government has a right to forcibly get that information out of them, doesn't it?
What I learned was this. The governor of the state, the government of the state, when they had intelligence that they were going to attack schools in the state, they told school proprietors to shut down schools. But this school, they don't shut down. And this didn't happen. According to what I learned from the security briefing that Mr. President had, the school was not saying they didn't send them a memo, a written memo that they shut down the school. What kind of thing is that? The authority can give a verbal instruction.
Of course.
It's an emergency.
In such a situation.
Yeah, can give, but they're saying they didn't have any written memo to close down the school. But some of the schools shut down on the basis of what government told them to do. So,
and this is,
as I said, the issue in Niger is for the Khan. I don't know. As I said, I don't know why they are playing the game they are playing. Let them collaborate with the DSS, with the military authorities, with the government of Niger State. Reveal to them, give them the list of the students that are missing. Let them even know, okay, we have 100 students, we have 200 students that are missing, so they can know what to do next. But everybody's in the dark.
Well, they've given interviews, both, I mean, internationally and everywhere, basically giving the figures and the numbers. They've talked to a lot of reporters.
In Kebbi, that was a list. When the incident happened, the military people produce a list of the missing students. They know who they are looking for. But in the case of Niger, I said, the Khan, I don't know the game the Khan is playing, the Khan of Niger, I'm not saying Khan nationally, yes. The Khan of Niger and the school, the game they are playing. Let them help the authorities, let them help.
But surely the authorities have the right and the responsibility in a situation of criminality that has taken place.
I just told you that.
I mean, to get the information, to extract that information.
The DSS went to the school. The principal has disappeared.
That's extraordinary.
Yeah, the principal has disappeared. So only the CAN chairman who speaks for the state has been speaking.
That is really quite bizarre.
So it's, for the security, they find it very strange, really, that they are not cooperating. Why are they not cooperating? What is the agenda? Do they want to use it to lure Mr. Trump to come and bomb Nigeria or something like that?
And this is, of course, one of the largest mass abductions of students in this country. And, I mean, listening to you talk, I imagine it is of great concern and sorrow for you. We've heard that people who've taken these students are likely to be bandits who are likely to ask for a ransom payment. Has any such ransom demand been received?
As far as I know, no.
And no indication of who they are?
Well, I said the security people, they know all the bandits that operate in that axis. They know them. They know them. So.
What about their location? Is that known as well?
They know. I don't want to talk about the way they do their work, but I said they know all the gangsters operating along that route.
So why can't they destroy them before they go and attack these places? I don't understand why they have to kind of wait.
Collateral damage. Look, our people are living around where they operate. So you can't just go there. Look, something happened some years ago in, I think, Borno State. Ran. Even in somewhere, I think Sokoto or so, when the military thought they had the right satellite connection or something, and they went to bomb somewhere, only to find out
we heard
they bombed the wrong people.
Yeah.
And they need to be very careful that in the course of chasing these bandits, you don't go and bomb innocent Nigerians.
Yeah, but you just said they know where they are.
I said no. They know where they operate. They know where they operate.
Right. So basically, you don't really have a clue at this stage, and I mean you, not you in particular, but the government in general, about how to deal with this. I mean, that's the way it sounds.
Government has a clue. I said, in the case of Niger.
Choose from thousands of realistic voices to use in your content. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceover.
I said, in the case of Niger, let the school authorities, let them even tell the security people, these are the people missing. So they know they have a picture of what the problem they really want to deal with.
Yeah, but you have a picture. I mean, everybody knows that according to the
according
school,
to the CAN chairman, they said,
more than 300
give us
people have
the
been
names. Give us the names. They don't want to give us the names. Why? What are they hiding?
Yeah, but what about the people who've been reported to have escaped? I mean,
they didn't escape.
No, what I mean
they didn't escape from the bandits.
Who hid away
they
from
were not them. Nobody took them away.
Right, okay.
They ran at Asketa and they ran to their parents.
Right, okay. The president says he's approved the redeployment of police from VIPs to the protection of sort of threatened sites. Do you know where they're being sent to, those police that are
it's a matter of details for the police authority to work out. What the president was concerned with is basically that in fact, let me give you an example. One day we traveled from Kano to Dutse. Kano to Dutse, about 2 hours on the very good road. Along that stretch, we only saw one police vehicle. One police vehicle. So it means from Kano to Dutse, once you leave Kano and you are facing Dutse, most of the areas there are ungoverned. So no security presence, no police, nothing.
Well, the reason I'm asking you that is because, I mean, I'm wondering where they're being sent to, because we're hearing from people...
Many of our, like Eruku, when that incident happened, how many policemen were in Eruku? I think I landed either 3 or 4. So they could do nothing.
Yeah.
Either 3 or 4. So with 3, in fact, and I landed, out of the 3 or 4, they had only 1 rifle.
That is bizarre. But that's also, that's a problem of the government.
It's a real problem. So whereas you have our policemen, including anti-riot policemen or something, protecting big men in Nigeria, and they are fully armed. Why can't you send them?
Yeah, but you're saying this as though you're suddenly realizing that this is what has been going. I mean, it's been going on for a long time.
It's because, you know, if you want to fight all these crimes, you really need to have number. And we have number. We have policemen, not even enough, but we have number. Let's even deploy them to areas, vulnerable areas where they are most needed. And that's what government is doing. So look, we have policemen. I read a paper today that said about 100,000 policemen are guarding VIPs. 100,000, that will make a lot of difference.
Yeah.
If you share them out to vulnerable areas.
Indeed.
Along that axis of Northwest, if you send them there, they will really help.
Absolutely. Because we're actually hearing from people in that Perepere community in Niger State, where these abductions took place, that security is still non-existent there. I mean, there are no checkpoints or any evidence of heightened security in that area. We've talked to reporters who are there. We're sending our own reporters there. And the expectation is that following such an attack, there'd be security personnel all over the place, gathering evidence, talking to people, but apparently this hasn't happened. And we're also hearing that the governments, both federal and state, have not visited that area. I mean, why is that?
Well, I'm aware that the Niger people have been there.
They said they went to a neighboring community. They didn't go to that specific community.
Even the DSS sent, I said they went there, they went to the school. The DSS went to the school. They went to the school, they visited the place. The military went to the school, they visited the place.
Why are they, I mean, we're hearing of new abductions. ISWAP apparently abducted around a dozen female farmers in Borno State.
Let me say something about security generally.
I mean, why is it such a challenge for the government and the security force?
Let me say something about security. Yeah. Some of the things that the president is thinking about to tell Nigerians. If you read the National Defense Policy, whatever they call it, security is the job of all Nigerians, all of us. So, if 12 teenagers are going to the farm to harvest, I think they should tell the JTF or something that they are going, you know, these people will not come and capture one person. They want number. So, if you are more than one or two, you are going somewhere, let the security know that you are going somewhere. So, they can give you protection. Not just go there and then you become a sitting duck and somebody will just come and say, hey, all of you, follow me. Everybody should be conscious of security in this country. Everybody, all of us. Even at our individual level, where I stay in Lagos, I'm very conscious of security. I know that I need to protect myself and I make sure that I do everything possible to make sure that if you want to attack me, you will need to sweat. You need to break so many things to get to where I live. So, people should take it seriously. Everybody, it's not the job of
people in remote areas.
It's not the job of Tinubu alone. It's the responsibility of all Nigerians. We need to take our security very, very
Indeed,
seriously.
but it is the primary responsibility of the government.
And I was saying,
that's the whole constitutional reason why they're there.
Why would 12 teenagers go to the farm and just leave their security in the hands of nature?
Well, let me read you this from the Catholic Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja, John Cardinal Onayokan. He was speaking on Arise News at the weekend, and I'm paraphrasing him. He says, and he's talking about your government, you fought for our votes with promises. You say we voted for you, so now do the work. Keep us safe. You have all the money of Nigeria at your disposal. Instead of always defending yourselves that there is nothing particularly wrong in Nigeria and that there is nothing taking place here that isn't happening in other countries, the government should tell the truth and agree that things are not good, because all the denials aren't helping this country at all and are not reflecting the mood of the millions of Nigerians who are living in constant fear and anxiety, not to talk of the millions who have suffered from insurgents, bandits and violent criminals. Whether they are Muslims or Christians is another matter, but nobody can dispute the fact that Nigerians are being killed. What's your reaction to that?
Of course, this government has never denied that Nigerians are being killed. This government is very much concerned about the killings going on, well, not in all parts of the country, in some parts of the country. And as I said, the government has been doing whatever is possible to stem all these killings. It's not the government is not concerned. Anybody who says government is not concerned, is not saying the truth.
Yeah, but you see, you're always very moderate in your assessment and, you know, the way you communicate. But there are people in your government who are in pole position and are not agreeing, are constantly denying that there is a problem. I'll give you one example. The same cardinal was talking about how the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, came to the bishops' conference recently and was telling them how everything is now okay in Nigeria with security and all the rest, and nothing could be further. And we've heard him on television making these very loud, very sort of, you know, huge sort of pronouncements of how things have been, they've crushed the terrorists and all the rest of it. And nothing could be further from the truth. And they were, I mean, these bishops were wondering, what Nigeria is this man talking about? What planet is he on? Because surely it ain't planet Earth.
Well, what has happened so far as, I think even for the NSA, we forced him to do a reality check. I think really, is Nigeria really having it good everywhere? No. It's clear that we still have problems. You know, this war about banditry or terrorism is, you know, it's an asymmetric war. You are dealing with people who don't follow convention. They do things. They want to embarrass you as much as possible. They want to bomb soft targets. That's why they go to schools and capture our children. They want to anywhere that is open. They just want to go there and make sure, do maximum damage, but maximum embarrassment to the military and police authorities, that they can cause anything that will embarrass, that will reverberate all over the place, and people say, oh, there are problems in Nigeria. I said, this government has never said, I know that since all these things blew open, nobody has said, I know all those people have been speaking for government have been saying, we have problems. We know that we have problems. Even the president said it, that we have problems. We know we have been having problems of killings and so on, but we are making efforts to ensure that we stem all these things. And government is really, I say, truly making efforts. Is
the president going to talk to Nigerians about it? I mean, we've heard they've concluded discussions with the Americans in America. Are we going to be told, I mean, is the president going to address the nation and say what is going on?
I think he will do so very soon.
Okay.
He will do so very soon.
I hope so.
Yeah, he will.
And we're always grateful to you for coming in.
Yeah,
thank you very much indeed. Bayo Onanuga is, of course, the president's special advisor on information and strategy. Thank you for the update.
Thank you for having me.
And good to see you again.
It's a pleasure.